Hello, welcome to the series about Rugby League betting review for the first game of the three-match World Club Series tonight, which is on Sky. It's Sydney Roosters going to Langtree Park, take on St Helens. Bit of upheaval over the winter for the Roosters. They've obviously lost two of Arsashek. He's gone to the Warriors. Also lost Michael Jennings, and uh, obviously the Mitchell Pearce affair. That's affected them towards the end of the pre-season. So, if not obviously this is still their pre-season now. They've obviously had the nines, but Saints have had two games. They'll be battle hardened. The Saints have got problems of their own. Obviously, you've got Roby's out, and Percival he's now out for a while. I think Burns is going to come in and play at nine instead of hooker. So, obviously, they don't be fair play, but Saints do miss a lot when Roby's not playing. Obviously, the Roosters got a very 19, 20-year-olds playing at halfback, so it's going to be very interesting tonight. I think early doors with Saints not being in so good form, I think we expect maybe this could be a bad defeat for them, but I'm not sure now. The handicap puts them. They give about 8 points on the handicap. Saints can get, and I think they can stay inside that. Okay, the 9-4 to win the game. I'm not quite sure I fancy that. I think maybe it's 1 to 5 point Roosters winning about 11-2. That's decent value there, but I do think Staines could stay inside the 8 points. I mean, the first two games in the World Series last year, I mean, for all Staines got smashed by the Bunnies in the actual World Club Challenge itself. But the Wigan ended up a tie after 80 minutes in their game against the Broncos, and Warrington pushed St George really close again on the Friday night at the HJ. So I think Saints can stay inside that. Okay, they're not playing well, and they got seriously badly beaten at Salford last week. But you do think the feeling they might have had one eye on this game. So I think all three teams that are due to play this weekend in the World Series were poor last weekend, and Wigan just managed to beat a half patched up Huddersfield, and obviously Leeds got smashed. A witness, I think maybe there was something of a pattern emerging there that maybe it's the English teams are preparing for this. One eye on the game, and like I said, I'm not sure this. I think we've always questioned the Australian commitment towards the actual World Cup Challenge itself. So you've definitely got to question the commitment to this game. So I think I do think Saints can they'll probably be more up for it. I think there's definitely It's a bigger game for St Helens than it is for the Roosters. That's for certain. So yeah, I do think Saints can stay inside the 8 point handicap. Like I said, I certainly very very short odds of about 4 to 11 for the Roosters. I couldn't be having that for a game that hadn't really had a prep game. So and look at the half time, full time. You can boost that to 8 to 11. Obviously, if you fancy the Roosters, you can either take the 8 to 11 half time, full time. You can take them conceding 8 points on the handicap. But for me, half time, full time, they're probably my value bet of the game. We say to start really well and start lead the game at half time, but the Roosters to win at full time. That's about 11-2. That's not bad odds, 5.5 to 1 for that. So that would be, St Helens would have to be leading at half time, but then the Roosters would have to go on to win the game at full time. That would probably be my value bet for the game. Like I said, about 11-2. That's decent value. In the first try scorer list, a new recruit from Wigan, Joe Burgess, and in top who they had the try scorer markets of about 7 to 1 to score the first try out. But I think I'd probably prefer Blake Ferguson at about 10 to 1. He gets his fair share of tries. I think that's decent value for him. But probably the best try scorer, even a little bit of form for Saints, is Adam Swift. He always seems to bag them. I know the jury's always been out with Swift, but I mean I've always liked him, and I think 10 to 1 for him to get the first try tonight. Like I said, I do think Saints will start well. They'll be up for this early doors. So there, maybe it's them two looking at Ferguson or Swift for the first try. Now, as for the man of the match, you've got obviously the Roosters players with them being such short odds to win the game. They're dominating this market. You've got Jackson Hastings and Jake Friend. They're both 7 to 1, and Ferguson, who our first try pick, is 10 to 1. The club obviously Walsh was very very poor last week, but he played decent the week before when they beat Huddersfield. He's the shortest price Saints at tens, with obviously you've got Burns at 12 to 1 standing in the Roby role. But for me, I like the look of Sean Canny down. I like this guy, gets his fair share. He's very creative, and he's about 14 to 1. So he'd be my pick for the Roosters. As for Saints, I think one guy who really come out of last week with any credit was Wormsley, but he's about 25-33 to 1 for man of the match. Now that's brilliant value. I mean, obviously when you bear in mind the Saints odds to win the game, but he actually come on last week. It looked like Saints could get back in the game. There was certainly a much better side when he was on, and he's going to have a massive game up front if Saints get anywhere near the Roosters tonight. So for me, I'd be looking at Sean Kenny Dowell and Wormsley. And let's not forget as well, though, that last week they did on the Sky Wigan game, they did pick some up on the losing side, so that could be a precedent set there. So maybe he's not always looking for a team on the winning side for this. But I think Walmsley, I love this guy, he's brilliant. He's going to be an absolute star in the Four Nations as well for England. So they'd be my Kenny Dowell and Walmsley. But like I say, I think the Roosters probably just edge it, but I fancy Saints on the handicap. My value bet would be Saints half time, the Roosters full time. We'll be back tonight tomorrow, for the Wigan game against Brisbane, the second game they played last year. Like I say, enjoy tonight. Don't lose all your money in a game like tonight. It's these strange games, these. But like I say, always please gamble responsibly.